guys, welcome back to another one. To the guy that sent these, Wangan4 here on YouTube, well, I apologize, we haven't been able to film these lately. We've been kind of busy, but today we're doing it. Federal high density lead free buckshot. These are 32 cal, 9 pellets of double-aught. And this was supposed to be tungsten iron mix, but really it's mostly just, it's steel buckshot basically. Steel is 7.8 grams per cubic centimeter. This is 8.3, so barely any more, but 1600 FPS. We do have a flight control wad in these, so we brought out the Panzer. We have a cylinder bore, IC, and mod choke, and then we have a different gun. You guys will see that in a second. Completely different setup, but we're going to test these at 40 yards today. We have that. I don't know what it is. Some weird looking shotgun I've never seen before.
It's got the tiniest little hole you ever see.
Really, this is my A1 style lower, and Josh found an upper for it, so we just have it out to, you know.
Just to play with it.
Yeah. Anyways, 40 yards, and we'll see how these do, and then we're going to try a penetration test on either oak or hickory, just depending on what we have laying around. I really don't know. But, well, let's see how these do. I'm not really expecting anything great, though.
I don't know where it's been, but I see it's won first prize, guys. Anyways, welcome back to another one. Today we're going to be patterning some of this federal buckshot, high density buckshot at that. Supposedly lead free. I don't know if he spoke on it or not.
I did.
Oh, alright. But just to reiterate on what he said anyways, it's 2 3/4 inch, supposedly it's 1600 FPS, it's 9 pellets double up. High density lead free buckshot.
Basically just steel buckshot's all it is.
Looks
Maybe
like
a little
buckshot,
whisper
buckshot,
of
buckshot.
Maybe a little bit of a whisper of tungsten. We're starting with the IC choke.
Is that what's in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot to put the cylinder bore in, but it don't matter.
Why don't we change it real quick?
I just go ahead and shoot. We'll do cylinder bore next.
Okay. You can always edit it to where they're in order.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Ish.
We'll do it backwards.
1448, not quite the advertised 1600.
Nah.
That could be barrel length.
Yeah,
and,
it's just a barrel length. They probably tested it out of a 24.
yep. The hull went this way. Let's see if I can't recover it real quick.
I don't even
like
see
looking
it.
at the factory hulls.
It's fall now, and that maroon color kind of blends right in. Oh,
There it
found
is. High density buckshot, and that's it.
Nah, it's actually low density buckshot.
Well, I can't help that.
Federal can.
It's definitely got the classic 209A look to it.
Yeah, it really does.
It's almost got a nipple. We ain't run into one of them in a while.
No, of course we don't really shoot anything with 209A primers that much.
No, not usually.
I mean,
Not even
unless
really
it's,
magnum loads.
unless it's federal ammo, we really don't use 209As all that often. But it looks fine for a 209A.
You ought to be impressed. I knew what primer it was.
How could you not know?
Sometimes I amaze myself. I got one in an inguinal, the other in that other thing there, one in the bad spot, and the rest in the lungs. Think about that now.
It covered that target really well, didn't it?
Yep. You're going to bleed out and suffocate while in pain.
Yeah.
Anyways, ooh, look, we got a flyer to take
Yeah.
out your dog running with you.
That's a bad flyer.
Oh, it's been a good day, guys.
This is improved cylinder, and everybody says the flight control wads do best with improved cylinder, and this is
1,
bad.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're all there. Is that 10?
Actually, that one that we think is a flyer might be a 223.
That's a pellet.
It is?
Oh, that might be a 223. You are right.
It is. It's a lot smaller now that I'm looking. Actually, that's the 223. This is it right here.
They're all the same size, bub.
No, look.
Promise. Look.
I don't know.
There was 10 pellets in that.
It's not physically possible to fit 10 in there.
I can't help that there was. There's not 223 hole. That's all the same size.
No,
Every
one
one
of
of them
these.
holes. It's never been shot. That's first shot on it.
Look at that one up here. The tear out around it there's none, versus the rest of them have the papers all blown
All
out.
right. Well,
That's
we'll call that one.
223.
Probably because you were shooting at this.
Yeah, I was shooting at the target.
All right.
Turns out the sights are not on that thing.
No, it's okay though. I got a scope for it.
Yep.
Do we want to count this out? Or just want to say edge to edge coverage essentially?
Yeah, top and bottom anyway. That's not a good pattern.
It takes up half, almost, with exception of that one flyer. But
Yeah, it's not a very good pattern.
No.
But
It's okay though.
we'll
We
move
can
to
only get
cylinder.
worse and then better. Because
Yeah.
we didn't do cylinder first.
We'll do cylinder. Even though everybody says the IC is the way to go with the flight control wads, like I was saying. But in our testing, it's just, it doesn't matter. They're really hit and miss with us. I don't know why.
I don't really understand that one neither.
I don't see the wad anywhere.
I don't neither. What
It's
color
blue.
is it?
It's like a indigo blue color. I don't know. Does this look normal to you guys? Because all the flight control wads I've ever picked up off the ground have not looked like that.
How? How? How does that work?
I don't know.
How is that a gas seal? I mean, that's air brakes, but that's what those are for.
Whenever they're unfired, the slits in those are really tight together, but I've never seen them open like that before.
They're definitely trying to strip wads. It's acting like air brakes on a NASCAR, but I mean,
looks like a star-nosed mole.
Yeah. I just think a lot of this stuff is gimmicks, which is okay. I mean, I call them gimmicks. Other people, like you said, might be the next greatest thing since sliced bread. But
honest to God, a lot of the stuff in the shotgun world today are just gimmicks.
They're playing on names and people not knowing.
Yep.
High density 9-pellet buckshot.
That's a big one. This has not high density on it, and it's
less dense than lead.
Lead, far less dense too. At that.
What'd you say this is like?
Lighter than bismuth by a good bit too.
Well, I know that. What's the density on it?
8.3, steel 7.8.
Lead's like what, 11 or 12?
11.3.
So right in there.
Yeah.
Bismuth's like, not bismuth,
9.
tungsten's 18.
No, I think bismuth is 9.6. So
this is honestly really low in the density scale.
Very low.
It's basically steel.
Federal told Matt Tyree it was 15 grams per cubic centimeter, which is obviously wrong. Those pellets, if I remember right, weigh just under half of what a lead double aught weighs. If I remember right.
Right.
Anyway, let's see what the cylinder bore choke has now.
Alrighty, buddy.
Alright, guys, we have the IC changed out to the straight cylinder bore now. Let's see what this does with the cylinder bore choke. I'm expecting this to do better, but you never know. Well, 1480, I think it did better.
That is way better.
I see
all of them in a pretty decent circle. I'd call it a beach ball from here.
Yeah. I see 3 or 4 clumped together right around point of aim like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
The concussion off that knocked lime dust out of the wheel wells of the old car.
Did it?
Yeah. Whenever you shot it, it just looked like a little gray dust falling out around the tire.
I didn't have earplugs in for that shot you took. These are loud.
I believe it.
I forgot to put them in. And I was off camera. Made me jump. It made me jump pretty hard, and I wasn't expecting that loud of a blast.
Yeah. You was expecting an earplug blast?
Yeah.
That always makes it rough. No, let's go look at this one, guys.
Well, we got one flyer down here, but excluding that, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's still a pretty wide pattern. I really don't want to count it out, but I will. At least this area right here. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by, that's the lowest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Call it 13 and a half. That's not bad right here for the core anyway. But there is one really bad flyer, and sort of a flyer. This wad came out normal. It's not all blowed out like the last one was. They're about broke off too, if you look. Maybe the flight control wads don't hold up to age very well. These aren't real old, by no means, but still.
Right. I don't know. They are a cool looking little wad. Now that you mention it, they do look like a star-nosed mole. It really does.
You know what else looks like a star-nosed mole?
What else looks like a star-nosed mole, buddy?
You know, but just as well as I do. I was talking about this buckshot hole, thank you.
I bet, yeah. He's talking about some kind of buckshot hole.
Well, I mean, if you look around it, it's got little...
Okay, that one right there, yes. But it also looks like a chocolate starfish, so go figure. We'll see you back down here at the table, though, before this gets any worse.
Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. We have the mod choke in it.
Yes, sir, I do.
By the way, Federal recommended to Matt nothing tighter than a mod for these.
Right. Which is where I gotta aim a little bit right. So pattern left. But oh yes, that works out great.
1,500, 14.99. Yeah, that's good right there.
Best pattern yet.
Yeah. Maybe Federal was right with their recommendation. Well, they didn't recommend a mod. They said nothing tighter than a mod. Yeah.
$14.99. That's the best FPSs and
Yep.
the best pattern. Maybe it needs a little more constriction.
Maybe so. I reckon we'll shoot the mod at the stump here in a second. But the other gun I was talking about, 835, which if you don't know, these have a 10 gauge bore and it has a 727 flush mount choke in it, which is basically 12 gauge cylinder bore.
As far as I know, wasn't the original flight controls made for a 10 gauge anyways?
I think so. I don't remember.
They were designed around it, the big brown ones.
Yeah, I don't remember, honestly.
I believe so. Don't quote me on that, guys, but I'm pretty sure they designed around that anyways. Maybe not this configuration, but a true full-blown 10.
When I first started seeing flight controls pop up around here, it was all 10 gauge loads.
I might be wrong on that now, but if so, feel free to correct me and call me dumb. I don't care.
I think it was the Black Cloud 10 gauge was the first flight control on the market, but I
Didn't those ones also have Saturn shot though too?
Yeah, they do.
Those are pretty cool.
There's the wad right there. It looks great.
Oh, it's got the stiffest ones yet.
It does?
Yeah, how? Oh, look. See the stretch?
Yeah.
See the stretch where it come through?
Yep.
It tapers. Hey. Maybe that's why it worked. It pushed the plastic back and made it... Hell, shoot with her full.
I don't want to damage my gun.
It's steel or else I'd totally do it.
I would too. Probably won't hurt it. That's
Probably
the worst.
not,
It'll blow the sight bead out.
Had that happen.
I ain't even really got a bead per se, but one flyer again. That's the knife pellet flyer.
What I was saying on video down there, I was aiming where that pellet is because the last one I aimed here and it went right here.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I got to aim a little right and it worked out just all right.
There's none in the center. That's weird.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is one of these a double? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 8. So one of these has to be a double.
Yeah, I don't see it up there. It's either that or it was such a bad flyer it completely missed.
That's we've had that happen too.
I don't know. That definitely at least had, I don't know, that up there. That's a non-pellet flyer.
Yeah, that was a flyer, but this right here is in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 11 by 7 roughly.
Yep, I don't see that
other
pellet.
Knife pellet anywhere.
No.
I don't see none fresh in the wood neither. Usually, at least, you know, you could tell.
Yeah, this hole down here at the bottom is a week old, and you can see how dark it is. There's nothing lighter than that.
I was going to say, it's like these ones there.
Yeah. There ain't nothing lighter than that.
Penetration test, though. They are making it through... Oh, that's at 223. They're making it through a solid 2 inches of a white pine, though.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd my stump go? It's laid here for a year. There it is.
They're easily penetrating 1/8 inch cardboard. Not even 1/8 inch, 16th inch. Hold up. That one right there, it should have went straight through the board. Did it go through the board in the back?
Yeah, it blew right through.
Did it? I didn't look earlier.
Let's see, that's a true 2.
Yeah.
That's just white pine now, don't get me wrong. But
you're right.
This thing right here, though, has EAT 416 Barrett.
It stopped 416 Barrett standing up like that.
Let's see here if I can get it up here to where it's at. It also one sip through it too, but
yeah, I think we shot it 3 times with it.
Hey, check that out. That's got a slug still attached to the end of it. I can't get it out of there, but that's a... What was that? Can you tell?
That's some sort of a Claybuster wad or Winchester one. I don't know.
Anyways, there's one of the 416 holes right in there somewhere. But nevertheless, it should be a good penetration test.
Yeah.
Really seasoned white oak.
I really don't think they'll go through that at all.
Where do we want it at?
I don't know.
30?
I figure maybe set it up on top of the propane tank, and yeah, we'll step back to like 15, 20, 30, somewhere along the. We'll do 15 yards. Give him the best chance possible. I don't feel comfortable shooting him in closer than 15. I don't know about you, but I don't. Alright guys, we have the 835 here. Again, this has a 727 flush mount choke in it, which is right at 12 gauge standard cylinder bore. And again, this is overboard to 10 gauge, so we'll see what this does out of here. It really could go either way. It could just scatter them all over the place. It could clump them in right like that. Who knows? But I do want to mention Wangan4 here on YouTube. You guys go check out his channel. He is the one that sent these, so big thanks to him. See what these do.
Oh,
1454.
boy, oh boy. That's
Really,
a good one with 2 flyers.
Yeah, really tight clump, but we still have a couple flyers.
And 2 flyers ain't even bad flyers.
Well, no, they aren't.
The eyes on the smiley face.
The one up top right or left, I mean, is kind of out there, but really it's like that far away from the group.
Right, the one on to the right side's about 4.5, 5 inches above it, but they're still not blowed out complete opposite sides of the paper.
No. It looks like if you have these and you want to actually use them to hunt with, 835 all day.
Take the Panzer and shoot that stump.
Ooh, you don't want to shoot it?
No, that's all right. You go ahead and you want to shoot it with that or the Panzer?
We'll do this. Why not?
All right. Then we'll check and see if any made it through. It's right. It's about a 4.5-year-old chunk of white oak right here in front of my finger.
You want to take the camera and scoot it up a little bit, get like a good clear picture on it?
I got it right here.
Okay. Slide another one of these in the chamber. This is the 5th and final shot. We do have one more box of these, so maybe we can figure out, hey, make our own ballistics gel.
We can do that. I've been doing some research on that one. You all ready? Keep your eyes open. It's going to happen quick.
So here's something weird I picked up in editing. You guys are about to see what looks like a tracer take off. Right there it is towards the stump. This is steel buckshot, but I have no idea what would have caused that. But pretty cool. Well,
centered up on it.
It knocked it over. I took my time with that one to make sure I didn't miss.
Right.
It definitely knocked it over though. So.
Alrighty, let's go up here and we'll check out the pattern and the stump, or the stump and the pattern. Either way, we'll go look at them.
That rocked it harder than the 416 ever did. That's probably because the 416 was, 3,000 FPS.
Make sure there's no cutscene so we can't go out here and drill a hole through it.
Yeah, usually I edit this part out walking up, but leave it in.
Yeah. Alrighty, sir.
Let's see if we can find where they impacted.
Spin it.
Which side did I shoot?
Spin it. Spin it. Right there. Ho.
That's a piece of lead.
Right here. That was one of them. That's one of them. Flip it around the other side. It'll be straight on this side over here. Nothing.
Nothing made it through.
Looks like nothing made it over. Oops, sorry guys, that's really crooked. Looks like nothing made it over very far at all. But that is a dried old, seasoned old piece of white oak too.
You want to get a maul or something and split this, see if you can find them?
But that's why we shot that thing so many times.
Right.
Look at the top of it.
We couldn't split it.
That's why it got deemed as fire. I mean, we probably could now, but same time.
Last year we couldn't split this. If you look at all the different impacts, it wasn't splitting.
Like I said, last Halloween video, that very thing started and got shot with a 416 Barrett, a bunch.
10 gauge.
50 cal.
Muzzleloaders, yeah.
Yep, cap and ball.
See, if this was pine, I guarantee you, so many ants in that would have zipped straight through.
Yeah. If it was green, it'd have had a better chance.
Yep.
But who's hiding behind green walls? Everything around here is old oak and hickory barn walls and building walls. And it seems like it's a good one.
I want to make some ballistics shell and test that in it now.
Bet.
That's the pattern of the day right there.
If it can beat 11 by 7, yes sir it is.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 by 9 roughly. That's excluding the 2 flyers.
8 by 9 beats 11 by 7 by a little bit, don't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't call that one so much of a flyer. That one definitely. But I'd like if this one was right here.
Or even down just 2 or 3 inches closer.
Yeah.
Like the difference between there and there. Oh, sorry. Instead of there and there. Dang it. Keep my finger out of frame. It keeps trying to focus on my finger.
Right. And if this had 8 or 10 pellets stacked by 2s instead of, dumped in the wad with no stack order, we'd see a lot better patterns than that. But I think this one and the mod choke is, pretty good. That's the only. We've had very little luck with the flat controls, and these two last patterns seem to work all right.
They really did.
But again, our hand loads can easily beat this.
And so can y'all's, because we give it away for free.
Yep.
If it ain't spit, it ain't love.
Well, guys, here's the wad from the 835, at least the one that was fired at that stump. And honestly, it looks the best out of all of them. We couldn't find that other one from the 835, but...
But for comparison, here's one out of improved cylinder.
Yep. Actually, yeah, this was improved cylinder, you're right.
This one was straight cylinder. Let's see here. Cylinder, standard bore cylinder, overbore cylinder, improved cylinder.
Yep.
Out of all the things we've learned today, if we take anything away from these lessons at all, do not use improved cylinder. Use a modified or a cylinder.
At least for these. And this one right here, the top of it's chewed up pretty bad.
You know, it kind of is too. A little bit. I bet you it's where it's... Well, no, because that's the cylinder. No, that's the mod.
Yeah.
That makes sense why it's chewed up, the pellets.
Yeah, tight as choke.
This one here is improved, and it's got ever so slightly. You can see the stack order in the inside of the collar there, where it's slightly. And then this one here just looks brand new.
If you look at the bottom of the shot cup inside there, on the left side, you can see that these were just stacked not by 2s at all. We have one dimple down there. That's it.
They're just thrown in.
They are. They really are just dumped in there. And that's why the 9th pellet is always a flyer. It's on top.
That's all 9 pellet loads, though, essentially.
Yeah, even one stacked by 3s. There's always a flyer. And I think that's just due to over-choking.
You know what I'd do?
What?
Load 8, not waste that 9th pellet.
Exactly. I'd use a wad and load 8 or 10.
Every 8 loads like that, you'd have an extra 8 pellets, you know what I mean, instead of loading 9. And that 9's just a flyer anyways. Hell, who wants to shoot their neighbor's dog?
You're right. But same here. I'd use 8 or 10. I'd skip the whole 9 pellet. I keep recommending that to everybody in the comments. I always recommend don't load 9 by 3s. Do 8 or 10 by 2s inside of a wad. You'll have a much better pattern. Unless you want 9 and a wider pattern, then by all means.
Expect a flyer. 8 good at least and 1 flyer.
Yeah. Well, guys, honestly, these fared a little bit better than I thought they would. The first 2 patterns, they went about like I expected it to. Not very good, but the mod choke actually kind of surprised us. And that 835 really surprised us. All in all, I guess these aren't too bad if you have the right setup and choke combo. If you have these and you have any experience shooting them, let us know how it goes for you. What's your setup? What is your choke you're using to get a good pattern out of these? Excuse me, I'm distracted by the dog over here. He's covered in burrs. But yeah, I guess I like them okay. I'd rather just use lead though. But again, a lot of places you can't use lead anymore. And well, these are discontinued, but I guess they would have been a pretty decent option. They are a lot lighter than lead, the pellets are, but at that speed, 1600, it kind of makes up for it. But I think what we're going to do next with these is maybe make some homemade ballistics gel and do another penetration, a more scientific one, with these in some ballistics gel. I think that'd be pretty cool. We've been wanting to take one of our 1 ounce 10 gauge slugs, loaded to like 2300 FPS, and just see what that does in 10 gauge. I bet that would be pretty dang devastating. Basically a 440 grain projectile moving 2300 FPS. Pretty stout. Around 5,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Josh had to walk up to the house for a second, but if you guys don't have an 835, I highly recommend one. They'll pattern just about anything really, really well. They have, again, a 10 gauge bore, and that bit wider of a bore really helps patterns out, especially turkey loads. You can take, I'm not even kidding, a 1 1/8 ounce Target shell right off the shelf from Walmart or something, and use them as turkey loads with a Kick 680 or a True Glow, what is it, TG 151X in that 835, and you can get a turkey at 40 all day with just a basic Target load. The 835s, and I guess 935s too, are, in our opinion, unbeatable 12 gauges if you're patterning buckshot and birdshot. They're not great for slugs because, again, the overbore barrel, but they do make rifle barrels and standard bore barrels for the 835. Yeah, I can't recommend them enough. Anyways, guys, whenever Josh gets back down here, I think we're going to roll on to a different video. Preview, I guess, why not? We have some Hornady. They're right here. We're a Varmint Express number 4 buck 12 gauge, and some Sabo slugs I've cooked up. So be expecting that pretty soon. We'll see you guys in the next one.